Hello. Hi, Moran. Hi, Kanzi. I don't remember if this stuff is set up properly. Oh, nope. Oh, there we go. I was like, I know I have a thing. I know I have a thing set up. But then I was like, I don't remember what it is. Da, 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 do, do, do. I did a thing. I've done it. How are you guys? What's going on? I might have to make the music quieter, maybe. It's possible. So, I don't know, I just want to do art. I wanted to catch up with everybody before I started, and then, I got sidetracked by watching Marie Kondo's show on Netflix, which I feel like everybody's been watching. And I went through some of my drawers in my dresser, and I got rid of like, they were like 3 small bags, probably like 1 bigger bag of clothes that like I don't need. They don't bring me joy, so they're out of my life now. Get out. I'm done with you. Like, I'm done. Gotta like purge yourself of all that like junk. I just feel like I especially don't realize what I have until I sit and I'm like, there's so much stuff in here, but then I don't know what the stuff is, and then I don't feel like it's good stuff, and it's stressful. So I was like, let me watch Tidying Up. Maybe it'll make me want to tidy up. And yeah, the sentimental stuff is a big problem. I'm not... That's not true. I'm a little sentimental. My mother is way more sentimental because she will keep something that, like, she has shoes from when I was little, right? She's got things that she's probably not touched in years, but she's like, oh, but do you remember the time that we did use this and it was so nice? And I'm like, yes, I obviously remember. I was there, but we don't need that no mo, so get the heck out of here. My thing is, there's certain things I will keep. And there's something to be said for... Okay, so, like, this is a good example, right? Like a nice letter, right? There's a letter that someone who comes to the stream wrote me, and I haven't thrown it away. And, like, every time I clean, I find it. And every time I read it, when I find it, I'm like, I can't get rid of this. It's so touching and beautiful. So, like, that's a thing. But Marie Kondo's whole thing is, like, is it something you want to take forward into your life? Like, is it something you want to take to the next stage? Is it something that makes you happy? Does it bring you joy? And you have to, like, touch it. It's like, if you touch it and it sparks joy, you should keep it. And it's just like, I mean, Marie Kondo, I don't know if it brings me joy. Like, maybe. So, I digress. I didn't actually get a whole lot done, but I cleared out, like, 2 drawers of clothes. Found things that, like, I forgot I had, have not worn in over a year or 2. Probably don't fit me anymore because your girl gained some weight, so now I'm not a size 2 anymore. I'm a size 6. And I was like, be real with yourself, buddy. Are you gonna fit in a size 2 again? And I was like, absolutely not. I like eating too much. So I gave it the old heave-ho. And I feel better about it. I've been meaning to watch that. So someone told me the first episode kind of like turned people off, I guess. And like, I thought I was fine. I did think it was they had like marital problems the first couple. So there was like a lot of like weird awkward tension. So I was just like, but the first episode is fine. The second one was more interesting. I will give it that. What's up, Ruthless Bear? I'm bracing myself for the help that you need. Belay it on me. Nothing surprises me anymore. What can I do? What can I do you for? Sweats. I know, right? That's like such a loaded question. Can you help me with something? And I'm like, okay, let's hear it. How bad can it be? Yesterday I had some guy come in here too, so I'm like, I'm ready. It's whatever. That is the danger of the just chatting category when you put it up. Cause like people get brave want to come into your stream. But I ain't scared. What's up? It's either gonna be great or it's gonna be traumatizing. Okay, great. You need some advice. That's a good lead in for lots of things that may or may not be horrible and terrible, but real talk, I'm here to listen. Hopefully it's not memeing or, you know, something super gross. But anyway, Moran, you should watch Tidying Up, and if the first episode doesn't jive with you, try the second one. The second one is better. And their house is like crazy. Like the first house is like, oh, they're messy, they have kids. It's not great, but it's not the worst. The second house, they have boxes on boxes on boxes of stuff. It's like, I don't know, they like from floor to ceiling. And then they had like a room that was only Christmas decorations. And I was like, how many Christmas decorations does one family need? And the mom was like, well, I decorate for 3 rooms every year, and it's Christmas in those 3 rooms. And I was like, is it the North Pole in those 3 rooms? What's happening? Like, it was too much. Marie Kondo's 3 things are like purging the stuff you don't really want, organizing things into like a proper place, using boxes, right, and like clear containers so you can see what's inside. And I was like, I feel you, girl, but it's a lot of work. Wow, well, the question for anyone watching the VOD, maybe that doesn't have the chat open. How do I become a good streamer and YouTuber almost in a way like you? Spoiler alert, I'm not a good streamer or YouTuber. That is a wholesome question. I'm not exceptionally great at either of those things though. You just gotta stream, I think is the main thing, right? You just gotta go for it. You gotta do your thing. You gotta find your place in the circle of life, aka Twitch. That's a lie. I'm a good streamer? Guys, I didn't know that. I will say, okay, so technically, this is relevant. I started streaming 2 years ago, technically. It was like, and I got like a Twitter note. It was like, you've been on Twitter for 2 years. And I was like, oh, it's probably about how long I've been streaming, or like the Twitch channel has been existing. Oh, Moran, thank you so much for the tier 1 gift sub. Wholesome stuff. Thank you, Moran. I think you just have to do the thing though, right? Like with anything in life that you're like, how do I get great at, I don't know, how do I get good at art? How do I get good at my health, right? Like, how do I get good with like a good diet? How do I get good at streaming? How do I get good at singing? And, like, you just gotta do the thing. And you're gonna not be good at first. Because I wasn't great at first. I would just come in here and I was like, hey, what's up? Which is basically what I do now, but it's like my brand. But I do think you have to figure out like what kind of stream you're going for. I like the chill, relaxed vibe. Some people are like, oh, you got a gift sub, Ruthless, when you weren't looking. Moran gave you a gift subby. But, you know, think about, like, what kind of stream you want to have, what your general vibe and personality is, what things you want to stream, games you like to play, and, go forth and do the thing. 100%. Also, like, streaming is a visual media, so, you know, I would also say, to an extent, you want to make sure what people are staring at isn't an eyesore. Like, people like looking at nice stuff. There's that. Hey, do you know about Merchant of Venice? What do I feel like I've heard that before? Google, riddle me this. It's a play. It's a William Shakespeare play. Well, that would be why I've heard it before. Yikes. Do you have a paper on Merchant of Venice? Do tell. I first started streaming on the 8th of January, so just over I'm 2 years old. Happy birthday to me. Good thing no streams exist from 2 years ago because Twitch purges everything. So it's like it never happened. So you can't help me, I guess. I mean, homie, you gotta read the book, right? I'm assuming you have a homework assignment or like a test. And your go-to was like to go on Twitch and ask strangers if they've read the Shakespearean play, but I think you kind of have to read the book. What's up, Eyes? Happy 2 years. Thank you, Moran. I'm in the UK. Oh, so is Kanzi. You guys already have so much in common. He also, I assume, likes bears. Kanzi likes animals. Pretty sure he doesn't hate bears. The question I'm asking is not in the Google. Oh no. I honestly am well out of school and university, so... And you picked a Shakespearean play that I don't really have in the memory bank, so... May want to cruise just chatting for someone who's like, English major, ask me anything. Maybe you'll get an answer. School. I know, I'm like, Merchant of Venice. What? Honestly, your time is probably better spent reading it than asking strangers the question. But it depends on what the question is. I don't know. I've heard of Merchants and I've heard of Venice, but not the two together. Yeah, it's a Shakespearean play. It's from the 16th century. And that's like all I remember. I'm pretty sure The Merchant of Venice is the one where it's a girl, but she dresses up like a guy. Then she falls in love with a guy, but she's still presenting as a man. So they have like hijinks and misunderstandings. And then at the end of the play, she's like, oh, I'm actually a girl. And he's like, thank God, because I thought you were hot this whole time. And then they like get together. I'm pretty sure that's the one. Let's see. I think that's right. I think that's right. Let's see. I'm reading the Wikipedia page. That could be right. Maybe that's not right. I mean, I want to be working towards going all out with film studies and film and photography to get like PewDiePie level. Man, good thing it's Friday. Same. I will say, you shouldn't go into YouTube or streaming or anything being like, I'm gonna be PewDiePie, because that is a combination of things. It's a combination of like right place, right time. Like, you know, having a certain quality that people like to watch and having a regular update schedule type deal. And like the odds of like everyone can be PewDiePie, right? Like I will never be PewDiePie. I'm not streaming to try to be PewDiePie though. Like there's no way that it could happen. You gotta do it because you like to do it. Like Picasso didn't paint because he was like, I'm gonna be the most famous painter. He was like, I love art. And he just made art, and then later, posthumously, everyone was like, wow, that dude, he's onto something. His stuff is really good. Oh, you mean work for PewDiePie level? Do you mean like do editing stuff for someone like PewDiePie? I think that's what you mean. Maybe. And the content scene is so saturated now. I don't know, bruh, right? Like, everyone's like, I have a webcam and a microphone. Time to be PewDiePie. And it's like, yikes. I just want to influence and really be me. There's nothing stopping you from doing that 100%. Like, you should just be yourself. And there will always be an audience for everyone. There's lots of people on Twitch looking for someone to watch. You may as well just get a real job, dude. I would say not to, like, bank on this giving you enough money to, like, pay your rent. Because this is fun and I like it and I get money, but it's a little bit of money and then I put it back into the stream. So, like, if I get a Twitch check, it goes to, like, buying a game or, I don't know, equipment I need. But it's not like I use my Twitch money to pay, like, my light bill or anything like that. I couldn't even pay for my internet bill. Probably. It's like, if I'm lucky every now and then I can afford a game. It's all good. Influence is a tricky thing, though, to be fair. I don't know. It's just interesting. I was talking to a friend of mine who, like, they've been streaming for a while, and they're like, I think I'm gonna quit. Because, like, no one watches my stream. And in a way, though the decision is hard and difficult, like, that might be the best thing to do. right? Like, depends. I've been doing this for 2 years, but to be fair, it was like a very on and off thing. I don't think I ever was like streaming every day for 2 years. It was like when I had time, I streamed, and that was great. And then when I didn't have time, I just didn't. That's where I was at with that. One of my friends just packed it up recently too, and I'm kind of proud of him. Yeah, I mean, like, how long was your friend doing it for? Like, this person that I'm talking about, like, since before I knew them, they had already been streaming for a while. And it's like, if you're on that grind and you're like streaming 3-4 times a week and like one guy's sitting in your chat and you're like not talking to anybody, might be like a better use of your time to do something else. Yikes, 2014, it's 5 years. Yeah, good for him. I mean, like, look, that stuff, you can apply that time to like new opportunities and ventures that will yield something, right? I think Twitch is good if it's like a thing you are doing for fun. If it's something that you have free time to do, that's great. That's like totally good. I would never be like, I'm gonna quit my job and stream full time to pay some bills, because I think I would get evicted. Not popular, and in fact I get made fun of. I just want to be me and see how people like me. For me, I have nearly 60 subs on YouTube, and I get some amazing comments, and people are actually nice. You should try streaming. You'll never know if it'll be great for you unless you try. I will say, it depends. I get people who come in here and are not great, but you have to have a tough skin. You have to be able to be like, okay, whatever, it's not a big deal. You should, yeah, if you want to grow, you just have to stream a lot. That's what I hear. I don't have that many followers, so. Yeah, you need a tough skin. Somebody came in here yesterday and was like, do you draw anime titties? And I was like, I guess? Like, what? People are like, can I see your feet? And you're like, no, you cannot see the feets. This new cancel culture is ruthless. It's so ruthless. There's a term for it. What's the term? Do educate me. I'm gonna keep it all the way, Buck. I got that too. Yeah. Can you put your toes on the mic? No, I cannot. Like, I don't know, people are weird. Or they'll come in and they're like, repeat this non-English phrase. It means I love puppies. It almost never means I love puppies. It always means something bad. Always. That's my advice to you. People are weird. If it's like 2 a.m., then I'm gonna be one of those guys acting up in chat. I have zero shame. I'd be like, yo, ma. Eyes is kind of a troll. But he owns it. So there's that. I haven't had, like, anyone really, like, knock on wood. Like, I'm not inviting trouble, but that happened more when I was starting out. It hasn't happened in a while. People look for, like, really new streams, and they'll prey on you on purpose, right? Because they're like, oh, this person has, like, 1 person in their chat, and they probably don't have a mod, so I'm gonna, like, go all wild and do something horrible. And then you're just like, well, I'm alone in this chat without a mod. You gotta do stuff yourself, but I digress. I've been lucky enough that it has not been so horrible. Things can always be worse, but you gotta try. Oh my god, like, actually, thanks for the emote. It's a cute emote. It's a cute emote. I mean, I'm not really one to be dishing out advice, but I do think everyone should try to pursue their dream, no matter what it is. And if you fail, at least you tried. But you'll never know if you don't try, right? And then you can take that information of, like, if you failed or not, and apply that to move forward. I think you should always be looking to progress to the next level and move forward and think linearly and not obsess about things that you can't change that are in the past. I don't think that's good for you either. So yeah, I mean, try it. Maybe it'll be great. Maybe you'll get a bunch of views. Maybe you'll be the PewDiePie of Twitch. Maybe not. But if you're not, then you can think, okay, I tried this thing. It didn't work. Like, what's the next thing I want to do? And I think that's, like, pretty good advice. Hopefully. Solid advice. Thanks, Conti. You did it. This has been really helpful. I'm glad. I do think, and this is another thing, I think you should try to be yourself. Some people play like a role on Twitch and that works for them, but you gotta like decide what you can do. I come on here and I just act like myself because I'm not a particularly great actress. Clips, oh no. Man, I'm hearing everyone in the office have fun. You should go and ruin their enjoyment. I'm just sitting here like, well, why can't you have fun too? What is stopping you from the fun? Have all that fun. Go out there and have fun. Let me plug in my iPad. As a matter of fact only, because we gonna draw in here soon. Gotta wrap something up. I'm getting hard-bodied. Uh-oh. Well, I mean, finish your thing so you can, you know, have fun and partake in the merriment of your office. Highlight of my day. I had the most amazing day because of your kind comments. Aw. Ruthless Bear, I wish you all the luck in the world, and honestly, just give it your all. Give it like 110%. And you won't have any regrets that way, right? As long as you do your best and you try your hardest. And stay positive. Not everyone will be nice to you, but you can control your own feelings and reactions and behaviors, and no amount of mean people in this world should be able to make you feel bad, right? Like, that's a them problem if they're in your channel making nasty comments about you. And it's not a reflection of you as a person, so don't sweat the small stuff, for sure. Look into marketing, bro. You'd be surprised how far that gets you. Yeah, just hire eyes to be your marketer or whatever. If you want to join our wholesome Discord full of lovely people Bunny brought together. Oh yeah, we do have a Discord. Everyone there is definitely nicer than me, so. Trying to like set this bad boy up. We about to do some art in here. I'll give you the discounted rate. That's very kind of you. Alright, let's see. We are gonna switch the game and whatnot. We're gonna do some art. I'm trying to use those tags. Let me tell you, not easy. Art commissions, fan art, illustration. Maybe digital art. Yeah, there's a digital art tag. We live in. Alright, let's go. Hey, we out here. Pinky Be High is better than Hey Guys? That is quite the statement, because Hey Guys is an iconic emote. As I'm sure you're well aware. Alright, so we are going to finish. Finish is a strong word. We are going to color this today. But I still gotta do the background. But I'm gonna level with you. I don't think I have the mental fortitude to tackle the background right now. Thank you for the follow, Ruthless Bear. I appreciate it. Hopefully you come by and visit us again sometime. Ooh. I don't have a very large workspace, so that was a scary sound. Something fell. Whoops! Alright, so I'm trying to think. Basically, we did the lines on stream yesterday. I tweaked some stuff about it after stream because I'm a neurotic individual. And this just... I just worry about everything. So we're gonna delete some of these underlayers, like the sketch that we don't really need anymore. And we'll do some flats first. Melodic? What does that mean? Well, that's not helpful. Yeah, I gotta do it by hand. I always think I'm like, well, maybe I'll try a different way this time. No. No, I won't. I don't know, Eyes. What are you talking about? honestly so glad I crossed your stream. I'm honestly so glad you weren't a troll scary person. Not that you are a troll, but when I get a random person in here, I'm usually like, oh no. What will it be? I did say it's usually either something scary or something great. And it turned out to be something great. So, you know, there's always that. Yeah, I'm glad you stopped by. How'd you find him? Yeah, that's a good question. How'd you find the stream? Thank you, Eyes. It's helpful to know. I'm always just like, I assume people just click on random stuff. But there might be a method to the madness. Sad though that at the beginning you thought I was a troll and a crazy, scary old man. Well, I didn't say you were crazy, scary, or an old man. But, you know, usually people are like, can I ask you a question? Will you show me your boobies? And I'm like, no, clearly I will not. But you tried. Not you, but right, like to that person, I'm like, well, you tried. But yeah, I am interested in knowing, you know, how you found the streamer, like what made you want to click on it. Oh no, we gotta... Yeah, let's not have the internet on, because I hate the pop-up messages when I'm trying to draw and do stuff. It's like, you have a Twitch notification! I'm like, listen, that's great, but I'm busy right now. Do you bang heads on concrete? Do I look like I bang heads on concrete? Sincere question. Do I give off that aura? Hey, Eyes, what's your question? I need to make a commissions command, actually, now that I think about it. Sweats. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what that question means. Does it mean, like, do I beat people up? Oh, that's good. I'm glad. I'm glad, Ruthless. It sounds like, you know, a positive, good vibe. It's like you were looking around and something just made you click over here. Got requests? Song requests are not open. Though I appreciate the enthusiasm. That's the word I'm looking for. What is this thing? Is this on my line art? I think this might be. I was like, is this a smudge on my screen? It's a line art smudge. I will say my screen is actually pretty gross, so I need to deep clean that bad boy. Maybe squeegee it. That would help. Can I watch your YouTube? I am in the middle of drawing something right now, so I'm gonna have to pass. I want to finish this piece because I have another piece that I plan to work on afterwards. It's already sketched out. My goal is to, you know, have a lot of consistent new art to show my progress and put in my portfolio. That's where I'm at right now. I'm more than a song. I know you are. Holy moly, you can draw. I do art. It's a thing that I do. Also, I'm gonna change it to this darker red color. And then I'll save the lighter red if there's like a highlight or something I really need to partake in. Hey now, in the chat, let's be nice to the mods, because they're my eyes and my ears when I'm too busy staring at my screen. And anything they say is just because it's either a rule in the channel or, you know, they know it's something that I don't want to see in here. They're not there to be sassy. They're there to help me out, and I appreciate them. I have all manners of social media. If you do exclamation point social, you should get sent a link to all my stuffs. I mostly post my art on Instagram. Every now and then I'll post something else, but lately it's been art. Wow. Oh, Moran beat you to it. Thank you, Moran. I appreciate that. People listening and typing in the command. It's like new territory. I love it. Right now I'm just doing the flat colors. And then we'll get into the nitty-gritty of like shading and adding depth and all that good stuff. The lines were a pain to do. It's one of those things where like it's a necessary evil, but if I never had to draw another piece of line art again, I would think I'd be fine. I'd be fine with that. Do I play Fortnite? No. There was a point in time where I did have Fortnite downloaded, but I'm exceptionally horrible at Fortnite, so I gave it up. I was like, it's probably best for everyone, including myself, if I stop pretending I knew how to play this game. If I lived for like 30 seconds of Fortnite, I felt accomplished. Well, you have a store? I do. So I have a Redbubble, and there's like a sticker you can buy from it, and then I have an actual storefront, because unfortunately I haven't found a place that will do like shipping and whatnot of like one sticker at a time. I would have to buy them in advance, which I'm not prepared to do yet. So the Redbubble is stickers, the store will house prints, and I'm going to put some of the pieces I've been working on recently into the store, and then I'll tweet it out. Right now there's only like one drawing up there, and Kanzi purchased it, that wholesome boy that he is. That's the other thing. I want to do more art so I can have more things in my store. Let's see. Same flat colors or not. I can only draw stickmen and a black bureau. Thank you. I'm only 13, but you're gorge. That's very sweet. That's nice. That's nice of you to say. Thank you. We can do a time so like you can see the drawing process of this. We did this on stream before. This is like last stream. I'm gonna stretch while this plays. Can I post a link to your store here for those that may be interested? Cons, you can do whatever you'd like. I'm probably gonna put the Ray piece up that I did last week, and then I'll put this completed piece in the store too when I'm done. And I'll probably make them stickers too. I don't know. People like stickers. They're like not a investment. Like you can buy a $3 sticker or something and just like smack it on your notebook and be like, I bought art. Versus a print that's like $30 or something. And you're like, I don't know about it. On my website though, there is a link to my store. One of the buttons in the bottom. I should make it. Or is it at the top? I don't remember. It said light.pink. I have my links to everything there. Thank you, Kanzi. Maybe one day I'll make that a command. Also, my commission info, I need to make a chat command as well, but I haven't gotten there yet. Really sorry, but I have to go today. Please forgive me, though. I'm sorry. You don't have to be sorry. Thanks for coming by. It was very nice of you. Thank you for the follow. Moran, thank you for gifting that sub to Ruthless Bear. That's very nice of you. And, yeah, no problem. You know, I wish you all the best. Hopefully we see you again. Hi, Doog. What's up? What's up, Frond? That Judd pic, though. It's a good emote. Doogaloo. Hey, Doog. Hey, look, it's my favorite dog. My favorite dogaloo. Bye. B-Y-E. There we go. I knew it. Ain't not much. Just lunch. What's for lunch? I should have done this at the beginning of the stream, but, you know, I got ahead of myself. The only bad thing is because I used the crop tool halfway into doing this piece, now there's, like, black bars on the side of the, whatchamacallit, on the side of the video, because it used to be longer with screen size, but I changed it to 4x3. Gotta go, see ya. Bye, take care. We're gonna skip ahead because I want to get some stuff done. I don't want to wait for it to finish playing. Y'all get the general idea. I drew the thing. Bye! And the red bubble link. Thanks, Gonzo. It's all light pink, but I do know that there are a lot of links on that page. I should probably parse them down a bit. But having a proper splash page at all was like a big undertaking for me. I was like, God, I don't know what to do. I followed Moran and Kanzi just before I left. Bye for now. Aw, that was so nice. Take care. Visit us again and let us know how your YouTube, you know, Twitch streams are coming along. I will come next stream. That makes me glad. Thank you so much. So, y'all, it's Friday. And does anyone have fun plans? Also, Kanzi, how is Honey? By the way, I meant to ask. Got distracted by the Merchant of Venice earlier in the stream. I was like, what? It's like, oh, who dis? New phone, who dis? Honey seems to be doing well. Thanks, she's snoozing. Gonna finish Grease. And everyone's like Gris, but Gris in Espanol means gray, so it makes me wonder if any of the people who made it are Spanish. I'm sure maybe in another language Gris has the same connotation because it's a Romance language. A lot of them have like the same roots. I don't know about gray is in French or anything. Could be the same. Who knows? But once he told me the premise, I was like, that makes sense why that's the name of the game. From Barcelona? Then that makes complete and total sense. Now I understand. Well, that's exciting. That makes me want to play it a little bit more, actually. It's pretty cool. My Barcelonian fan bam. I'm going to be going to Spain in the spring, actually. It was a trip I had planned a long, long time ago and already paid for. So that is the thing. It'll be fun. Sorry, I keep scratching my nose because it is really dry in my house, and I am like, I don't know, my sinuses are like acting up. I need to get a humidifier, I think. This eraser's too big. I don't know, it's like, what am I doing this weekend? But I'm mostly helping my mom do stuff for my grandmother. Because my grandmother really knows how to stress my mother out. And she could use a hand. And I might do D&D on Sunday, which I will stream. If a game still happens. I believe it's scheduled to. So, unless there's something major, that should stand. Well, thank you for that. Oh, why does Stream Elements have conflicting information? Thanks for the 8 viewers and the 5 raiders. Whatever that means. I appreciate it. How was your stream? How was Monster Hunter? Normally I'd be like, what are you streaming? But I saw the notifications in Discord, so I already knew. Okay. We got the hair. The dress. I'm here to take all your treasures. Oh my goodness. I'm over here like, what treasures do I have, though? I have Kanzi. But please don't take him, I need him. I guess we should put this all the way in back, eh? Yep, there we go. We're pirates, yar. Are there pirates in Monster Hunter? Because that would be something. Let's see. It's alright, I'm bad at that game, but people are giving me hot tips. Sometimes, streaming something is helpful, because if it's a game that I'm bad at, I'm like, God, someone help me. If anyone out there can hear this, if you can hear the sound of my voice, please give me hot tips. I felt that way with like Life is Strange. I was like, I don't know what the right answer is, and someone was like, there's not really a right or wrong answer, it's whatever you feel. And I was like, that is not helpful. What good are you? What good are you if you're not gonna tell me what the best course of action is? Let's see. Raise the sails, my gentlemen and ladies. One time I forgot how pirate speak worked. So instead of R, swab the decks, I said Arc, deck the halls. Wow, you're like a Christmas pirate. Deck ye halls with boughs of holly. Arr. That was so bad. Thank you for laughing. That was terrible. But hello to Anna's viewers. I'm Panky Bunny. I am doing an art stream right now. I'm a variety streamer as well. I've known Anna for a while, from before she was a streamer as well. And she and I have a lot of overlapping interests, so there is that. She is definitely cooler than I am, however. Let's see, I'm just trying to like clean this stuff up a bit. Over here too. I knew I had missed some spots. That was cute. That's fake news? No, it's not. I had a wholesome stranger come in today and ask me how to be a good streamer like me. I was like, me? A good streamer? Who's telling you these lies? What is this one? Aha, I found it. That fun moment when you're like, what is this random particle on my digital painting? Like this too, right? What are these little things? I don't know where you guys come from. Alright, here we go. Jane, I was just telling my peeps that you were the reason I started streaming. Lol. It's only fake news if it involves walls. Oh boy. It's a hot topic, isn't it? I will say, I don't really care for walls. More of an open concept kind of person, if you get my meaning. But you know, that's just me. I'm only one gal. And also, it is very flattering to know that I motivated anyone to stream. It's very nice of you to say. Conti used to stream before. I don't know what happened. He was on his way to superstardom and then he just fell off. We are making so much fun of it in the EU. Yeah, Conti lives in the UK. Listen, y'all definitely have the license to make fun of us. I don't know what's going on here. I make fun of us all the time. just constantly making fun of the place that I live. I try not to be like too political in stream. So I'll just say this. I think he's an idiot. We'll just move on. We'll move on. Gotta fix some of these lines. I'm noticing lots of little mistakes. Yeah, I hadn't really been in tune on Twitch at all until we became friends and you showed me a whole new world. Wow. I was Aladdin and you were Jasmine, and I took you on a magic Twitch carpet ride or something. Something like that. Sounds a lot more exciting than it probably was. It's like, I can show you the Twitch. Only you stream when friends at work ask me to, that's true. Hello neighbor, Sweden. Miranda, I always forget you live in Sweden. Why do I forget that? Miranda, are you technically Swedish, or do you just live in Sweden? Inquiring minds want to know, and by inquiring minds, I mean me. So I'm just curious. You know, I'm not even going to color that part, because the cat is just going to cover it up. Alright, so for the most part, we're doing okay. And over here I missed a few spots. A new fantastic point of view. Yeah, I was gonna try to make a play on words for like no one to tell us no, but like I couldn't think of a thing. Twitch staff won't tell us no, or where to go, or say we're only dreaming. Which is a lie though. They'll totally ban you if you're not behaved properly. Hey Nova, what's up? Cute emotes as usual. How have you been? It's popping today. I wonder if it's because like it's Friday. Everyone's feeling good, ready for the weekend. The freedom is flowing through you. Okay. What is up with all this messy line art? Was I drunk? I wasn't drunk. I don't drink and do art. That'd be crazy. Oh my god, lost all my Pokemon emotes. No! Did your sub run out? It's very upsetting. When my subs run out, I'm always like, no. I had a was it a 2 year or 1 year? I had like a 1 year streak on someone's channel. And I'm pretty sure I lost it. Because I couldn't afford to sub to them anymore. I was like, well, there goes all my time and effort to build that streak up. But what can you do? It's just a number. It's not a big deal. Life goes on. C'est la vie. Let's see. I don't do arts and not drink. Oh my god, wait, Jane, stream idea. You know how there's those like wine and paint places? I've done those before. They give you a canvas with drawing and you paint it. We could do a wine and paint stream where we pick a drawing to color. I love that. Got some gift subs once and forgot to log off the stream and was sent around all nights getting through 3 to 4 gifts. That is actually genius. And Anna, I would totally do a draw, like a drink and paint stream or something. So have you ever been to one of those places that are like the drink and draw or drink and paint streams? I did the paint ones and they kind of give you a piece and you kind of like have to follow. It's not like it's color by number, but they basically tell you to color by number, right? Like you have to block it out and do it. It's like they give you a drawing already. Like you have to paint the things that are there, I do believe. Did it have a sketch on it beforehand? I actually can't remember. This was a while ago. But I went with my mother and my godmother, and we all had a really good time, so even if people aren't like artistically inclined, I think everyone can enjoy an outing like that. Yeah, when I did it, the canvas already had the drawing on it, we just painted on top of it. Then maybe it was that. I wish my memory of it was clearer. I just remember my mom and my godmother being like, how are you so good at this? She's cheating. And I was like, how am I cheating? They were like, you're cheating. I was like, okay. I was like, I'm sorry. And my mom was like, well, Bunny has always been good at painting and art. But she's like, that's why it's not fair if she does it with us, because we don't know what we're doing. And I was like, well, Mom, please. Leave some white lines on one side for shining light effects. What are we talking about? This piece? Hey, lovelies. That's such a cute name. How are you? I think, Anna, what was your scene for your paint and draw and drinky thing? I think we had like a cityscape at night. Was the general idea of it. It was like, it was fun, but I remember, after a certain amount of glasses of wine, my godmother was just like, meh. Like, she just gave up. She was like, well, I'm not good at this. And I was like, well, that's fair. And it was like, yeah, draw a light on this part of the building. And she was just like drawing stuff in the sky. And I was like, you go and you live your best life. I can't even be mad. Also, I can't draw this darker than the line work because it'll look weird. So the darkest dark in our picture is going to be this color that I'm using for the lines right now, which isn't really a true black. But the dress will look weird if it's not really like matching. Let's see. Yours was ice cream. I should take a picture of mine. It's in my basement somewhere. And I have my mom's and mine. I should take them and put them side by side and have the Discord, you know, guess which was mine, which was my mother's. Though I will say she did pretty good for someone who, you know, never paints. I was like, Mom, you're doing so great. She's like, don't lie to me. I know I'm bad. My art skills usually stop at the first pour of alcohol, or is that where it starts? It's where it starts, my friend. You're learning. You're understanding the ways. Also, if I miss anyone's message, I apologize. Hopefully I'm reading everything. I don't know why lately, but when using my iPad Pro with Procreate, it's getting real hot. Got any idea why? 2 questions. Do you do art with the iPad plugged in charging? Or are you just hanging out unplugged and wireless drawing and then it gets very hot? If you're not plugged in, like if you're plugged in, that would be my guess is why it's getting hot. But if you're not plugged in, it depends on how big you're working, like what your resolution might be. Because I will say when I'm working in like a really big file, I think the processor or something's like working overtime type deal. And I think that might be why, because I've also experienced like the iPad feeling warm and stuff, and I'm like, uh-oh. It's a recreation of Wayne Bode's ice cream painting thing. Ooh. A lot of them are just like rip-offs of things. I think mine was meant to be like Starry Night, but like a cityscape. So it's like buildings, and they were trying to teach you to do like the swirls. I believe. I'd have to go look at the stupid painting in my basement. But yeah, it's never like an original idea. They're like, here, learn how to draw this thing. It's really just meant to be fun though, to be fair. Like I wouldn't even be mad about it. Just like, alright, whatever. I'm here to drink my wine in a socially acceptable setting. Let's see. Reminds me, it's Friday evening. Actually want some whiskey back in a second. Nice! Heck yes. I like whiskey, but I admit I don't really have it alone. Like, I'll have whiskey sours, which I know is probably like sacrilege, but I like the sour drink mix. I like salty, sour things. I'm predisposed to enjoy them. I don't know why. I'm not super big on sugary drinks. That wasn't where I thought I was in the picture. It's funny when you zoom in and then zoom out, you're like, oh, that's where I was. Blocking colors is so satisfying. I'm like, yeah, you get all up in between those lines. I use like 6K by 6K, sometimes plugged in, sometimes not. Might be the size, like you said. I'm gonna try a smaller one, thanks. I will say, if you're trying to print stuff, don't go too small. But if you're like just posting to the web and you're working on like super huge canvases, it might just be the size. So like this one right now, canvas information. I'm working on, it's almost 6,000. It's 6,000 by 5, yeah, 6 by 5. Which is like what you said. Mine is kind of warm, but it's also plugged in. I'm working at 400 DPI because I want to print it. So it's 10 by 14 right now. I work big because I want to sell the art. But when I was just doing stuff for posting on Twitter, I never drew this big. I was just like, meh, whatever. $100 a bottle? Whoa, you fancy though. Too fancy for me. For high grade whiskey that's cheap, listen. It's tight here, okay? Don't judge me. When I go to buy booze, I'm like, ah, a $10 bottle of wine. I'm really treating myself tonight. But you know, you gotta treat yourself. Sure, you work hard. You gotta get that yummy whiskey if that's what makes you happy. Me, I'm like, this'll work. This'll do. You were from UK? Kanzi is. I don't know if you're talking to anybody else, so. Kanzi is my resident friend from the UK. Hi. Oh, if I want to do for web only, as you said, what would be an ideal size? 2x3? Let me look at stuff that I've drawn and posted on the web. This was web. Like, I got 8x6 here. This is the bunny is 2x2, like 2K by 2K. 6x4 is the size I like for the web a lot, which I think is a preset on Procreate. I usually just do this and then I size it down. Canvas information. Yeah, 18x12. Like, I do anything like 2x2-ish or smaller. Because, like, Twitch and everything will resize your stuff so small. Yeah, see, this is like 2K by 2K. Yeah, I'd say anywhere in like the 2000s is probably sufficient if you're just posting on Twitter. But again, like, it depends on what you're doing with it. But if you're just gonna, like, attach it to a tweet or post it on the web, that's a pretty decent size. You don't really gotta worry about working huge if you want to print big. So, like, I try to be mindful if it's, like, a thing I want to sell at some point later. I'm like, I should probably draw bigger because it's always easier to shrink it than it is to blow up something smaller. But I will say lean toward drawing bigger because you never know, right? Maybe someone will really like your art and you'll be like, oh, well, maybe I should, you know, make this a sticker, make this a print. And you don't want to have to, like, redraw it again. That'll be a drag. So yeah, I would definitely downscale it a bit, but don't go too tiny. It's always nice to have a bigger original file. Thanks so much, no problem. I mean, I'm by no means an expert, but I do have a lot of friends who are, so I try to take their advice into consideration and help it inform me, so if I can help anybody else, I'm super happy to do that. Also, if anybody has been having fun in this stream and you would like to drop me a follow, that is a super awesome way to support me and the channel, and I would totally appreciate it. No pressure, but I ain't above begging for follows, so if you hit that follow button, I appreciate it. Thank you in advance. And if not, you know, that's cool. Just hang out and chill too. Ain't no thing. Trying to get these flats out the way. This line art was such a pain. It's mostly the sash. I'll zoom back out and show you the whole piece, but she has like this long flowing sash all around her, and the lines. The lines! I will say doing line art more has helped me get over some of my fear about it. That doesn't mean I love it, because I don't. There we go. Starting to get there. Thank you for the follow, lovelies. I appreciate it. That's so nice. Thank you, friend. I didn't finish coloring her shirt up here. Let's do that before I move on to the next thing, which will be Luna P. And I have to finish her necklace too. I stopped drawing. Not drawing, I stopped coloring that bit. Let's make everything the same shade of black. The good thing about this is that I'm using the same color to fill in the gaps, and so the parts that the lines are not super great, you know, you kind of, I can fudge them, so you can't really tell as much where things are looking dicey. Which I should be grateful for. I mean, I am grateful for. What a good idea that I did not plan. That I did not plan for. I'm just like, ah, yes, thank you. Oh, wait. I'm coloring the gem. Hold up. Ah, this is black. This crease. It's very small. Nice. What I will do is go back in and erase some of this stuff. Make that a little tighter. Okay, cool. Alright, we're getting there. Her cuff is also black. I want to make sure I hit that before moving on. Like, I want your follow, but I won't beg for it. I just want it, so give it to me. Oh no, I will 100% beg for a follow. I ain't too proud to beg, in the immortal words of TLC. I mean, to be fair, sometimes people just don't remember, right? So like, they'll be watching you and they're like, oh yeah, that person's cool, but like, maybe not hit follow. Maybe I'm just reminding someone who wants to follow. And to be fair, if people don't want to follow me, they just ain't gonna. Which is also fine. I can't make ya, but I will ask politely. Let's delete this. Because I don't want to change the order of the layers, but I also want to see where I am painting. Okay, great. Ooh, she's upside down. Alright, cool. Let's say, I like straightforward people. Thanks. Thank you for the follow, Passy T. And also thank you for the follow, lovelies, again. That's true, I forgot to follow. I forget. Me, personally, sometimes I only remember, like, after the fact. And what I've had happen to me before, this was with an artist that I was watching once. I was like, wow, their art is so good. And then later, I was talking to my friend. I was like, oh yeah, I found this really cool streamer. And she and I were talking. And then I was like, yeah, I'll find it. And then I couldn't find it because I had never followed. And I was like, no. No, I'll never find her ever again. It's like so upsetting. I was like, gosh, heck. Did I not finish coloring this bee? This piece? What does that mean, this bee? Could I speak it English, plus? Sometimes I hit undo accidentally on Procreate because the gesture is just a 2-finger tap and it is very easy for me to forget it. And I'm like, oh, oops. Let's put Luna P behind everything else. Okay, but if it's behind everything else, how did it get in front of everything else? Ooh, did I... What on earth? I'm very confused right now. What layer is that purple stuff on? Oh, the same as the dress. That's not what I'm wanting to do. I want it on a new layer. Also, I wouldn't be me if I didn't draw something on the wrong layer. That is my biggest mood. Marry me, please. I will gladly be your good buddy. But I don't know, marriage, it's so sudden. I've never been proposed to before, but I gotta say, I appreciate the straightforwardness. Actually, that's not true. I've probably been, like, joke proposed to before in a chat or something. But it's always like, lol. Oh, you. Luna P is such a good gal. Alright, we gotta erase this bit. I hate when that happens. The wrong layer thing, or when people propose to you. Gosh. I hate when that happens. I was talking about it with another person in the chat. I think it was Toasty. He was like, oh no, I did something on the wrong layer. It was like me always on the wrong layer. Probably because I don't name them. You'd think I would, but you'd be wrong. Wrong layer thing. Someone trying to steal my wife. Hey, Dreamy, what's up? How are you, buddy? You finished with school today? We're just trying to color in this piece before I die of old age. I'm kidding. Or am I? I'm excited about this one. Like, so far I'm pretty happy with the progress on it. Alright, we gotta fix the hands a little because I got erase happy, but it's good to do everything on a separate layer and then merge them down later after the fact. See, like, what are these little marks? It's gotta be the pink. It's gotta be the pink. Yep. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. Sounds joyous, Dreamy would Dreamy say. Didn't have class today, but had to run out and had stuff to do. I used to label them, but then I got lazy. I think there was a point in time where I was ambitious enough that I was like, let me label all my layers. And I was like, skin, hair. And now I'm just like, meh. I mean, sometimes you can just tell by looking at them. Like, this is, layer 9 is obviously the hair. 8 is a shirt. 7 is skin. 9 is, like, I don't have to really label these. I think I'll figure it out. I think I'll be fine. But you know, maybe not. Maybe in 20 minutes I'll be here and I'll be like, wow. How could I have been so foolish not naming my layers like some sort of madman? Okay, let's see. I don't remember moving this to the top either. Interesting. Maybe I did. Anything to do with maths is a literal nightmare for me. That is my eternal mood. Math is not my favorite. Never will be, though. Also, I apologize if you hear clanking in the background. That is my radiator in my old house. It's a steam radiator, and it is not messing around. Did I do it, though? I will say, I need to color the gems something, and I'm not sure what color I should make them because the screen cap is so tiny that it's kind of difficult to tell. I think they might be gray. KK slider, yes. The man, the myth, the legend. Let's see, that sounds like a fun job. Let's see, lead software engineer, oh boy. That doesn't sound stressful at all, she said sarcastically. I'm assuming you enjoy it though. You know, like, your job can be challenging, but you also love it. But I will say, I had a rough job once and I was always like, I need a beer when I get out of work. It's like, I understand why happy hours exist now. I think that's what is over here. We got some spots I missed. It's all about reprogramming your brain to think in certain ways. I'm horrible at math. I'm also a touch dyslexic, which I think is part of why math and I never got along well. It was too difficult. It's like my brain mixes up these numbers and I hate it. Alright, what am I missing? I keep feeling- oh, I'm missing this. This is what I'm trying to decide, but you can't really see what it is. We're gonna do like a light gray on these. Especially because I cannot figure out what color they're meant to be. So we'll just do the jewelry on its own separate layer. And if we want to change the color later, it'll be pretty straightforward and easy to do. I think her stuff was like always dark. Like if I remember correctly, this earring is like a black crystal. But maybe we can do something with it once the whole piece is done. I'll just do this for the sake of like having the colors blocked in. Would you guys hear that? That's what happens when you live in an old house. Everything's like rattling behind me. Maybe my mic isn't that sensitive though. That would be ideal. Conti, the math in accounting is just the basics, nothing crazy. To heck with accounting. I can never do accounting. Are you kidding me? I'd be like, account this, and then I just leave. Accounting, please. I don't think so, buddy. You know what? We'll put this not on its own layer. This can be just on the same layer as the hair. Okay. Alright, let's take a good look at this. I gotta do the background, but I think I'll do that a different day. Alright, we could start doing like... No, it's just like a lawyer can't stop talking nonsense. When you do something often, it becomes standard for you to do it, and your brain will automatically create new pathways to support your needs. In other words, most people are capable of way more than they believe. I agree with that. But I do think math and I will probably never be buddies. It's non-personal math. Just so you know. Oh, actually, I can see I missed one speck right here. Alright, so I'm using Alpha Lock so that I don't have to worry about coloring outside of the lines that I've already done a flat layer for. Which is not at all how I colored the last piece, but, you know, we're trying something new here today. It's not personal. Math. Yeah, shading's my favorite part to watch. Shading is the best part of any picture. You ain't lying. Oh no, let's make this smaller because I don't want to go into the next. I need to stay in my proverbial lane, so to speak. Keep getting too enthusiastic. I like the song. Whenever it comes on my playlist, I'm like, yay. Alright, that looks fine so far. Nana, you love watching this thing go. She's like, I love this. This is my favorite. Bye. Something probably came up. It's okay, guys. I know she loves me no matter what. That was pretty great, though, as a segue. It's like, wow, this part's my favorite. Oops, gotta go. It's like, oh, okay. Sorry, I keep zooming in and out because the gestures always mess with me. Honestly, cell shading would be easier here, but I don't do easy, obviously. Okay, so let's see. Through here is mostly like... I like it because it kind of is like pink on top, and then because of the lighting, it gets a little bit darker. Okay, I'm a human, I have needs. She's allowed to get up for 5 seconds. Gosh, you guys. For shame. Hey, Eyes, did you finish your stuff that you had to do? Is everyone in your office still having a lot of fun? If their fun levels are at inappropriate intervals, you should probably report them to HR. No fun allowed in this office. Nana's a human. Oh, too late. All they do is have fun at work. Do you do any real work? Probably not. You had a 3-day office party. That sounds like spring break. Got news for the people at your office. That is definitely called spring break. 3-day office party. It's wild. My least favorite thing when I was working at an office was like when I was trying to get things accomplished and someone would come in and try to like talk to me. I was like, listen, we're not all as free and lackadaisical as you are, Karen, okay? Like, I got stuff to do. Could you please go away? Jeez. No, I don't want to see pictures from your vacation. No, I don't care about, I don't know, whatever dumb thing her son did. I was just like, please leave me alone. Get out. Get out. Then you can't tell people to get out because then everyone's like, Bunny is mean. So you like gotta sit and listen to someone's like nonsense for half an hour when you could be doing something else. It's like, ugh. Normal people have a work capacity of 40% of their time only. Wow. That's probably right. Like, they think it's higher, but it's actually not. They're like, I do so much. You're like, but do you? Employee of the year. Let's see, what did he say? Man, when I get to work, I just get to work. I mean, for 8 hours, I worked the full 8. One time I got sent home early so that I would take a break. They were like, get out of here. You gotta be careful, though, because some offices will hold that against you, right? Like, some people will be like, I don't like that guy because he's making the rest of us look bad or whatever. That you think you would get rewarded for working hard. Sometimes the opposite is true. Corporate culture is the worst. I had a boss tell me, like, I'm supposed to socialize more. I was like, you pay me to work, though. They're like, yeah, but if everyone in the office is talking, like, you should join in. I was like, so you want me to not work? Like, what is the message you're sending to me here? I don't really understand, buddy. What's going on? These dudes love looking bad. Yeah, actually true, then overwork your colleagues. Yeah. It's just dumb. Like, you think they'd be like, wow, you're doing such a great job working or whatever. But in reality, people are like, that guy works too much and we look bad for working because we're not doing what he's... I don't know, it's stupid. It's dumb. I'm not on the right layer like a fool. I was like, why isn't this working? Let's do alpha lock here too. I shouldn't get too painty with this style though, because then it won't really look like a screen cap. I think I can get away with it for the sash, but like when it comes to what she looks like, I think I want to keep it more consistent. Let's see. See, when you got a win, bro, that stuff is great. What does that mean? What'd I get a win? I don't even remember what we were talking about, I'm not gonna lie. It's been a minute. I just wanted to go to work and like not play games. That's all I wanted. I was like, why is it so hard? To the hard airbrush. And I'll use this as the dark color. Oh dear. I didn't really clean out that stuff, did I? Oh, work from home? I would love to work from home. Not to get dark, but I had a coworker who literally was doing overtime every day, including weekends, and kept priding himself on being such a hard worker and never taking breaks. He passed away unexpectedly from a heart attack. Oh my god, so I don't really believe in the whole crunch culture thing. That's crazy. If you're someone who thrives under that kind of thing, that's great, but make sure you take care of yourself. Yeah, the team I took over when becoming lead had a work efficiency of 90%, extremely high, but the output of their work was low compared to spent hours. Had to rework the team to increase output, so it fell to 80, but they get at least double the stuff done in the same time. Yeah, like, well, that's the thing too, right? Like, if people are working a lot, but the work is meh, it's like, is that really good? I don't know, man. It's wild. That heart attack guy, though, that's a crazy story. But you're not wrong. Like, you gotta really know your limits and be careful. It's like your health should be first and foremost the most important thing. What am I trying to do here? I think it was something like that. It's like, what am I trying to achieve? What is this mark? Is it like the red showing up? It is the red showing up. So weird. I was sitting here like, I don't understand. Why does this part look darker than everything else? Alright. By the way, Jane, I love your shirt. Oh, can you read it? It says eat a lot, sleep a lot, but I think the sleep a lot part is like out of frame. It's like very light though. I didn't think anyone was gonna read it on stream. Eat a lot, sleep a lot. You had me at eat a lot. You were like, chef's kiss. These dudes at work come to me like I'm the wellness guru. I'm life coaches now. Yeah, I will say, it might be because everyone thinks you've got it figured out, so like, teach me. Also, I hated being known as the person who like could help with anything at work. Cause some people don't even try anymore, they just like come to you, and it's like, but why? It's like, or you could do it yourself. But like, but you're so good at it. It's like, am I good at it, or are you just bad at it? Trying to figure out where the shadow would be here, cause like she's a slit, so her leg is sticking out. Maybe something like this. No, what am I doing? This leg is looking horrible the more I mess with it. was fine like the way I first had it. Let's go back in time. I don't know what to do there. I gotta figure it out. Let's see. Now my team have an alcoholic pink octopus as a mascot. One of my small adjustments I made to create more social interaction in the team. Now everyone brings something funny from time to time for all of us to try and laugh about. Man, I will say I didn't like the culture at my old job. I was like really over it. I was like, I don't want to talk to you guys. But I also just didn't feel like they really cared. So it's kind of like, why are we pretending to care about each other when I know you don't? There is a balance, but I don't think it's bad to get people like more involved in social. I just think my old job was really, really bad at it. Like, I want to tell you guys stuff about me. Get out of here. Stream elements, you're talking way too much, buddy. Calm down, friend. I don't know, I think I should stay with the other color. I just thought maybe the lighter color would be less jarring, but cell shading is meant to be a little more contrasty. They do kind of like the eyes with the pink. Man, so many decisions. It's all about doing it in moderation. When you sit together for almost 40 hours a week, you don't have to be friends, but you should still trust each other and be able to speak on several levels. Otherwise, the lead is doing a bad job. My lead was doing a bad job. Can I come work for you, right? Like, so are you hiring? My old boss was a damn nightmare. Let me give you some stories about my old boss, since I don't work there anymore, so I kind of don't care. I'm not gonna like name names or whatever, but like, let me tell you. So I had a colleague who had kids, and one time she had to call out and be like, you know, my daughter has a fever and I can't come to work because like we don't have a sitter who can come right now, and blah 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 blah, and like my husband's out of town on business, yada yada yada. And his first thought is like, oh, of course. He's like, I know how hard that can be. You know, when my dog is sick, it's a very stressful time for us. And my coworker was like, are you comparing your dog to my child? Like, it's not the same thing. And he was like, oh, I mean, I know they're not the same, but like, you have to admit they're pretty similar. And it's like, I don't know. I don't think I have to admit that. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's not true at all. It's like, it's gonna be a yikes for me, dog. Sorry. She told me that. I was like, he didn't say that. She's like, oh, yes, he did. I was like, oh, boy. Why? Why would you do that? Why you do this? He's all kinds of dumb stuff. Oh, this was a guy, too, who, like... I've told this story in Discord before. From when I was working there. I don't work there anymore. But, like, when I was in the thick of it, I would vent in Discord a lot. And, I forget what it was. One time, he was like... Oh, yeah. People make that much money. In my job, they used to make that much money, but not me. What was the other thing he did? Oh, one time, he had a... This is the thing, right? Like, you work for older people who, like, don't even know how to work a PowerPoint. So he had a PowerPoint, and I was like, oh, well, I forget what it was, but he had something that, like, the way he had it set up wasn't the best way to do it. And I was like, well, actually, you can, do it this way, right? Or, like, if we do things this way, it'll look better and work better. And he looked at me and he was like, Bunny, I'm a pretty smart guy. I think I know what I'm doing. And I was like, oh, okay, Mr. Smart Guy. I was like, whatever you want. And then later, like, he was like, it didn't work like I wanted it to work. I should have done it this way. And I was like, oh, the way, like, in my head, I was like, the way that I told you to do it when you condescendingly told me that you were so damn smart, right? It's like, that dummy definitely gets paid 6 figures, by the way. I was like, yeah, that's cool. It's like, you do you, smart guy. I don't need a PhD to use PowerPoint. He only had, like, a master's degree anyway. It's like, you're not, like, smarter than me. Freaking jerk. God, I hated him. He was the worst. He would be the first person to do something wrong and then get upset at me about, like, how bad it was. I was like, well, you don't ever listen to me, so what the hell? What did you think was gonna happen? He couldn't even change the printer cartridges in his own printer. He was like, my thing's out of toner, can you help me? I was like, you don't know how to take a cartridge and put it in your printer? Like, you got bigger problems than me, buddy. It's like, you're just so good at IT stuff. I'm like, that's not even IT stuff. It's like owning a computer stuff. It's like, what are you doing? People are terrible. I will look at chat in 1 second. Let me just fix this while I can see it. Do I have to sneeze? Excuse me. Let's see. Are we talking about salary? Let me scroll up. Only a few people get that. Yeah, it's still wild though. If I was in the field for more than a year, I would have taken it. My friend came out of college earning 90K a year right at the bat, and I earned not even half of that. Felt bad, man. Because they wanted me for blah, blah, blah. I was smart enough to do... I wish I was smart enough to do that. I'm the youngest lead by 20 years, and I still only make around 100K. Only 100K. Let's see. That sounds like a sweet deal. Same. That was such a cute sneeze. Oh god, thank you. I just... Working in corporate made me want to end my life. It's just like so not good. Just so not good. Let's do alpha lock here. Going with the hard airbrush. Pink hair. trying to like remember what I'm doing here. The biggest mood. What am I doing? Let's see. Well, me studying for a degree that won't pay me even half of that. I know. Let's see. The career will be fun, but there's not much money in it. I've been can't do a degree in what country? History and archaeology in the UK. So much changes from country to country. That's very true too. Okay. Oop. Oof, that's not what I was trying to do. Not the whole thing. Wrong color! Have to lurk for reals. Bye, Anna. Thanks for lurking. Sorry you took over my chat. It's all good. It's fine. I just don't have a lot to contribute, so I'm reading it. But it's not my area of expertise, so I would just sit back and let you guys talk about it. You do not have to apologize, so it's all good. Let's see. I'm gonna need a puppy at my desk. There we go. Got some gradient effects going. Also, I'm here. I'm just painting while you guys talk. I became lead to sign others to do that. I think a lot of people become like the boss of a thing because they're like, wow, I don't want to do that thing. I think that's okay. Okay, Still talking about computery stuff, so I'm gonna just keep drawing. Thinks we scared all of the chat. Let's talk about the stream again. Chat better get used to it because it's the real world. I mean, it's your real world. What you guys are talking about has nothing to do with anything I do. I do respect that it's real world talk, but it's not my real world talk. I'm never gonna be like an engineer. Like, that'll never happen. Not because it's bad, I couldn't do it. Like, I don't know anything about it. What was I doing here? Let's get this color. Here's a question. Do you prefer paperback books or ebooks? Both. I think they're good and not bad things, but there's like, you know, pros and cons to each. And I think there's room for both of them. What am I doing here? I think I'm gonna do... Paper's a good breakaway from 24/7 screen staring. I like Kindles, like the Paperwhite thing. Because then it's not like a glare that I'm staring at. I get less eye fatigue that way. Gonzi, turn down the blue light on your screen. That helps a lot. That's true. Just so the light from it, I think, can also bother some people. I like having an e-reader. I like real books, but you know, some people are just like, oh, anything that's not a real book is bad, and I think that's silly. I like Kindles. They're sort of... They don't have screen glare, which I like because I can be outside. It doesn't matter like where I'm sitting. You know, like I can still see the screen easily. They don't actually have light behind them. Unless you're using it at night and then you turn something like that on. They're lightweight. They're only for books, so I feel like I get distracted less because I have a device just for books versus if I had like my iPad and I was reading on that, I might get like pings for emails or Twitter notifications or something. But I don't have to worry about it because Kindles, like, you can connect that stuff. I think you can connect some of those things anyway, but I just don't. It's not why I have a Kindle for. Did I just delete a brush by accident? I sure hope not. That'll be annoying. Not that I don't have them saved somewhere, but oi. I'm gonna delete this line because it is not necessary for it to be so long. Yeah, something like that's a little bit less crazy. More the anime type. I read sometimes, not as much as I would like. I got one hell of a memory, so too much info is often worse for me. I don't think I have a amazing memory or anything like that, but I do think I retain things from books pretty okay. Software is all about remembering how to do stuff so your brain gets trained to do it. What do you work with right now? This is an iPad Pro and I'm using Procreate. How long are you standing for?
I'm in the bar.
We'll have some fun later if you want to come. I'll see you later. Since software is ever complete, you never really forget because you always have a reference. Mean your job? I am not currently employed full-time. I do art. Freelance mostly. If that was directed at me. Unless you mean eyes, then I don't know. Okay, gotta... It's bothering me because, like, it's not consistent. I want the same color. You do painting too? I do traditional media as well, yeah. Alright, I like it better. Something was bothering me about like how they weren't the same shade. Okay. Made me want to draw, but I'm waiting for my iPad to charge. I got a long cord so that I would be able to draw when I wanted to draw. Waiting is smart and stuff, but like when I'm too impatient, I'm just like, it's like I can draw and let this charge at the same time, right? Which I'm sure you're not supposed to do. Let's see. What you up to? My girl fine. Oh god. Still going on with that? Lol. He's nothing if not consistent. I'm trying to figure out like what I want to do here. do want to do something there, but I'm not sure what it is yet. Oh, I didn't turn on the alpha lock for this layer. Oh, there you go. So for stuff like this where there's not a visible shadow color. Ooh, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to duplicate. Also, I was like, the music stopped. No. Okay. So you're doing commissions part-time? I'm doing work on a when it comes to me basis. Artwork is like that. So I'm not currently full-time employed, so I'm focusing on my art and doing as much about that as I can while I look for a full-time job doing something in the field. But it can be challenging. A lot of the art I do on stream goes into my portfolio. I have no canvas in my bedroom, and you're searching for someone. My custom orders, but have to be within EU. My shop does ship to Europe. I know Kanzi purchased something from there, but he's in Britain. But I know the supplier I use does have like warehouses overseas to make shipping less stressful, but I don't have a ton in my shop right now. I'm looking to change that though. Honestly, it would be better off just coloring in the shadows instead of reverse engineering it where I'm erasing the stuff that's not shadows. Yeah, I know it depends on where you're at. Like, you know, physically, geographically, where you're at. Is YouTube acting up? Oh, because my playlist reached the end, so we're gonna start from the beginning. Oh yeah, I didn't ask about the packaging. Did it come in a tube, Kanzi? Let's see. I'll post a pic in the Discord, but yeah, I did along with tissue paper. Lots of tissue paper. Alright, good. I know you told me you got to you safely, but I didn't really give you the, you know, I didn't, like, grill you for specifics. I was just glad I got there okay. Let's see, more like I don't want to deal with customs. Oh. Well, that's good that you didn't have to deal with customs, Kanzi. I ordered one thing from Spain once, but I didn't end up having to deal with customs either, for whatever reason. I don't know how I managed that. Okay, it's just a cardboard tube, so maybe you didn't need a pig, but yeah, it was Gucci. And yeah, the tubes protect prints pretty well. So like if they gave you one of those, it's pretty legit. This shirt is very tricky. Consi, do you normally have to deal with customs when you buy anything overseas? Though I wondered, did it say it's shipped from America? Anything over 15 bucks for custom is up for customs. Denmark is pretty effect to it if sent outside EU. I gotcha. Is that 15, you know, of your dollars or American dollars? I don't know what the conversion rate is. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of this line. I don't know what it's doing. If it's 15 US dollars, you could buy either one of the prints and not have to worry about customs tax. Oh, well then yeah, my stuff is not more than $15. Unless you were buying like multiple things. But I gotta put more stuff in the store. Truthfully, Conti was my guinea pig because I was going with a new supplier type deal and I was like, I don't want to sell stuff if it's gonna be bad. So Conti gave me his honest opinion. I think we're gonna stick with these folks. They seem to do an okay job. Okay, This is so grainy and hard to color pick from. Yeah, like I just said, I need to put more I've been talking about the shop this whole time. Why does no one listen to me? You guys are too busy talking about salaries. Like I said, I started by putting up stuff on the store, but Conti was the first person to actually purchase anything, and I wasn't sure if I was going to keep it at that place, at that site. Once he gave me his feedback, I was like, oh, okay, then like this is something I want to move forward with, but I'm going to put more prints on there soon, and I'll tweet and Instagram about it when it's done. Oh no, I didn't mean to do her eyes in a different color too. Whoops. This song is a bop. Hey, what's up? Hi, Owen. What's up? And it's okay if you guys didn't hear what I had said before. I'm just teasing you. The shop is a relatively new endeavor, so I will be growing along with it and learning more things about it as I go along. Okay. Oof, let's get comfy. I'm back. Welcome back. Nana, see what you've done? I don't know what she did, but whatever it is, I'm sure it's great. When doing commission work, wait, is this the whole thing? When doing commission work, do you also charge for like labor or only the finished product? That's a good question. I try to price based off of a mix of both things. So based off of how much time I'm spending on it and what the end result will be. My commission info is here. Let me just send you the... Let me type the link in the chat. Give me a second. I need to make a command for it. Alas, I have not yet made a command for it. I had to move my iPad out the way. So I've got like laptop here and iPad like right above the laptop. Trying to figure out like what else I want to do here with this. I have been putting a lot more time into the pieces I'm doing on stream. I normally wouldn't take like 3 days to output something, but it also depends on like the complexity of the request. Could someone put down a retainer? Do you mean like partially pay and then pay the rest later? If that's not what you mean, please just let me know. I'm trying to think, where am I missing? There are a few places where I noticed the line work was not as tight as I wanted it to be. Let's see, but it shows you're advancing in the complexity with the time you're putting into the art you've done lately. What do you mean? Oh, like, is it looking better because I'm spending more time on it? Is that what you mean? Monthly pay until the end of a project? I mean, if it's like a business type deal, right? Like, I know you and I have talked a little, and if it's something like multiple people, like freelance, right? Like, if you're hiring me on a freelance basis to work on either one specific project that has like multiple needs within it, then that's like not going to be on that commission sheet. That commission sheet's for like it's like one-off stuff, like people who are like, I want an avatar, I want you to draw fan art of my character or whatnot. Like most people don't want me on a retainer, right? So like that's more of a general, I don't know, Word document that's meant to sum up my basic stuff because I figured that will apply to like the most people. So I just was like, let me get this out there so people who might be interested can just go ahead and reach out to if they want to type stuff. Why Wolfie just subscribed with a tier 1 sub for 4 months in a row. Wow, this piece is so good. Hi Wolfie, welcome back. I missed you, my friend. How are you? Long time no see. I hope life has been treating you well, and thank you so much for the compliment. We've come a long way with this piece. So, it's been a while since you've been in here. So this is like the last thing I did on stream, which was a screen cap redraw that I was very happy with. And then the next piece I worked on was this one. So it's not done yet. We're like part of the way there. Also, hi Toasty, how are you? Let's see. I have, oh, sorry, I just scrolled up and I missed stuff. I have wanted some of my old pictures of the 3 dogs I grew up with to be drawn for some years. Is that possible? Bad quality pictures is why I want them to be drawn for better quality and more lively. I will say animals are not my forte. So, I would want to practice more before I took on, like, commissions of people's dogs. That would be, like, you know, it would be harder. My sweet angel, hi Shan, my sweet darling. Hi Kanzi, yeah, such a good expression, thanks. So this is the original piece, which is also like in the corner. So we did the colors today, which they're not done. But we did a lot of the flats, we got some of the shading in. I am pretty okay with where it's at right now. There's more I want to do. But all things, you know, considered, I didn't really have like, I didn't have my normal stream time to work on this. I was sort of like, I was doing something else and I was like, I want to work on some art before I have to run away. This is yet another HD remaster. I'm trying. I love. Wait, so with doing commission stuff, can you write stuff off? Like, let's say you need a Surface Book 2, can you write that off? I'm not a tax expert. I believe if you're, like, working full-time on a thing, and you have it written down as, like, yes, I am a professional graphic artist, or I don't know, whatever, right? And you're like, this is what I need. I think you can write stuff off, but I would not take tax advice from me because I don't know. My gut instinct would be yes, that like to some extent you should be able to write stuff off. But I feel very uncomfortable being like, yes, random everybody, you could totally do this thing. Because then later people are like, you said I could do this. It's like, I don't know. It's like, gosh, I wish I were an expert. I'm new at this stuff too. If I remember just from doing my taxes in previous years and stuff that you're supposed to be able to. Let's see. Not just trying, succeeding. Thanks, Wolfie. How's life? Happy New Year, by the way. Wow, sorry, I was organizing my desk. That's very important. Hi, Shannon. Hi, Owen. What I do now? You did nothing. I take a picture everywhere so I can write off every mile I drive as photography. Do you really? Yeah, Wolfie would know. He's a photographer. So Wolfie, if you're a full-time artist, can you write that junk off? How does that work? Inquiring minds apparently want to know, and I'm not. I'm not fit to answer these questions. Also, I didn't realize the time. I have to go soon. I know I wasn't going to finish this on stream, though, to be fair. But I did promise I would start working on it on stream. And so in that sense, I was like, ah. Let's see. I think she answered that already, Peter. Oh. You doing commissions drawing of... I did answer that. I'm not particularly well versed in drawing animals. My specialty is more people. But I am trying to expand on that. But right now I wouldn't feel okay taking a paid commission doing that because I don't feel like I could do like my best work drawing a dog or something, right? Like I wouldn't want to give you a piece that I wasn't proud of and I don't feel like I'm there yet. So that's like kind of where I draw the line. Like if I don't think I can do a good job drawing the thing, I won't take the job. Because I want everyone to be happy with what is being output. And if I don't think it'll be good, I'm like, there's probably someone else who could handle this task better. Any tool or travel expense related to a paid project can be written off even if you only use it once. Well, time for one of you to hire me so I could be like, I had to buy a new computer for that. It's Pinky stream, so I don't want to promote, but in general, my commissions are closed at the moment. There you go. I don't know anyone who does animals. I don't know, it's not my maybe Egg, but her commissions are not open, I don't think, right now. So that's the other issue, is like not everyone is always open all the time. I am, but I just recently started opening my commissions, so I'm gonna replay this because I think we're done for the day. Now, like, obviously it's not done, but we'll finish it next time, hopefully. I need to do the background. I think I might do that off stream. Just like lay out the grid and the general shapes of it, and then I can like paint it on stream. I think people like watching painting better. So, you know, there's that. At least in Colorado anyhow, that's also a very valid point. So yeah, I usually stop around this time, weekdays anyway, because I have things that I need to do around this time. If you enjoyed the stream, please drop me a follow. You'll get notified the next time I go live, and you'll see the progression of this piece. Yeah, I mean, I have commissions open. I draw people, if you are interested. If not, that's cool too. Follow me on Twitter. I post there semi-occasionally, and our Discord is very, very, very active. People are always posting in Discord, and we play games together, we do stuff together. It's a good time. Watching your work come to life from a blank space is so satisfying. I love watching the replays because it feels good to see like my progress. I'm like, ah. So yeah, once this plays, let me see, while this is playing, if there's someone that we can raid. I'll just take a little peeky peek. It's hard because not a lot of people I know have overlapping times with me. Like, I don't think there's anyone that I know personally that I'm like, oh, let's raid. Let's see. And also not anyone doing art right now, which is what I would love to do, is like a raid for that. What can you do? Alright. We ain't gonna raid nobody then. I ended up in here all evening, yay! Yoo-hoo. Let's see. Alright, but thanks for a good stream. Thanks for stream. Oh, thank you guys for stream. I appreciate it. Oh, this is the line work that took me one whole session. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming out. If there's anything you wanna ask me, we have another, like, 4 minutes or something. This is a long speed paint because it's... I can export it at full length or I can export it at, like, a 30-second clip, but the 30-second clip is like... Like, it looks like it just magically appears. I put a lot of brush strokes into this piece. It's like, drawing. This was so hard for me. Just caught the tail end, but thanks! Thanks, Toasty, for stopping by, even though it was just the end. Moran, thank you so much for stopping by. Wolfie, thank you for the resub. Chess Passy YouTube follow, thank you for that. Lovely's followed. Peterson followed. Nanachu rated at me. Ruthless got a gift sub from Moran. Thank you guys so much. Duke. Jugaloo. Dude, where's my pink 3D printed anything? I don't know. I'm waiting. Trying to think, something rabbit related. Or pink. Just, I like pink. I don't know if you could tell. Song's a pop. You have a hot pink? Whoa. Even though pastel pink is more my personal aesthetic. I can dial that. I do like hot pink, but I like pastel pink more. I ordered something once from someone on Etsy that was, it was meant to hold the stylus nibs. So it was like this big. And like you could pop it off, like you could unscrew it and whatnot. And it had like the nibs inside of it. I was like, oh, okay, it's pink, why not? Got some samples. As soon as I dig into the pastel rainbow to the pink, I'll post them. Yes! When you get to the pink, show me that good stuff. The flats are so satisfying to watch. It's like, yes. My favorite part of these are doing the colors and then the overlaid, like, grainy effect. And it feels like it, I feel like I didn't do a whole lot today. But, you know, in general, a piece takes a lot of time. People look at a piece of art for like 2 seconds and they're like, I like it or I hate it. But it's like that was someone's like week of their life. Let's see. I was just gonna say the same thing about the flats. I know, I love the flat. I'm like, the flats. It makes it look like a real picture. Yes. It's mod stuff, Toasty. Also, dude, you can DM me. I don't want to, like, air out the mod chat info in my stream. We just need to do some maintenance stuff, but I'm apparently the back-end person. Lol. Yeah, I like where we ended with this. I like it a lot. I think as a print, it'll look really nice. Taking a look-see around. Yeah, I'm pleased so far. Okay, well. Oh, I don't want to undo anything. Just want it to be the normal size. Thank you guys again for coming out. I'm gonna put up the end stream screen. Sorry, got excited. That's fine. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Thank you to everyone new. Thank you to all the regular folks, my regs, the people who always come by. I love all of you so much. Have a really good weekend. I will stream tomorrow night, probably. I'm gonna be busy during the day. Maybe we can do something fun instead of art. Maybe we'll do Jackbox, but I'm kind of obsessed with finishing this, so I might do art instead. I don't know. Have a good weekend. I will also be streaming D&D for sure on Sunday at noon Eastern Standard Time. We have another session. If you like D&D, come by, watch that. It's good stuff. Take care. Don't forget to hydrate and eat and take care of yourselves because you're important and I love you. Y'all have a good weekend. Bye!